Today is a review day of all of the material that you worked on last week. And tomorrow will be a quiz day. And obviously, you're doing these quizzes at home now. So you have your notes and everything. And if you've done the work all week, you should be in good shape. Please make sure that tomorrow's work gets submitted. It does count as a quiz grade. So a couple of things we did in this introduction to polynomials. The first thing is state whether or not an expression is a polynomial, and if not, say why. In order to be a polynomial, the only operations can be addition, subtraction, and multiplication. Exponents are just a shorthand for writing multiplication. So if we look at each of these, in this first one, I have square root of x. This is not a polynomial because it has a square root. Here I have 2/3 times x plus 9. It's all multiplication and addition, so yes, this is a polynomial. Here, 3 times x squared times y minus 2 times x times y squared plus 11. It's all multiplication, addition, subtraction. Yes, you can have more than one variable in a polynomial. We don't do a lot with them, but that is a polynomial. Here I have absolute value of 3x plus 8. No, you cannot have an absolute value. 2 times x squared minus 6x plus 10. Yes. And here I have 9 divided by x. You cannot divide by x. So my reason here is that there is division by x. You can have a fraction times x, because a fraction is just a number times x, but I cannot have x in the denominator. Another type of problem we did was to identify the number of terms, list the coefficients, the degree, the leading coefficient, and the constant of the polynomial. This is all knowing what this vocabulary means and what we're looking for. There are no calculations involved here. Terms are separated by addition and subtraction. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms. The coefficients are the numbers that multiply the variables. If there's no coefficient written, we know that that's 1x cubed. So my coefficients are 1, -3, bring this sign with the coefficient, 4, and 11. For the leading coefficient and degree, I need to find the term with the highest exponent. The leading coefficient is the coefficient of that term, and the degree of the polynomial is the exponent of that term. The constant is the number that does not have a variable. So we should be able to identify all of those. Then we name polynomials, and in order to do that, we had to figure out what the degree was. A degree 0 polynomial is called a constant polynomial. It's a constant because it's just a number. Degree 1 is linear. We've done a lot of work with linear functions all year. Degree 2, when you have an x squared, is called quadratic. Degree 3 is called cubic. A cube has 3 dimensions. And for 4 or more, you write the number and then the degree. So we write the nth degree. If it's degree 4, you write 4th degree, 5th degree, 6th degree, and so on. We also name polynomials by number of terms. If there's only one term, it is called a monomial. 2 terms is a binomial. And 3 terms is a trinomial. Mono, bi, and tri are all prefixes that mean 1, 2, and 3. 4 or more terms, we call it a polynomial with however many terms there are. So I say it's a polynomial with n terms. I could have a polynomial with 6 terms, a polynomial with 7 terms, and so on. So here, if we look at these examples, to find name by degree, I look for the highest exponent. This is degree 2, which is called a quadratic. It has 1, 2 terms. It's a quadratic binomial. Here I have my highest exponent is 3, so this is cubic. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 terms, so it's a cubic polynomial with 4 terms. The number 6, it's just a number. It is constant. It's degree 0. There's only one term. It's a constant monomial. Here I have an exponent of 5. I just say it's 5th degree. There's no special name. And there's one term, so again, this is a monomial. The last thing that we're going to do is add polynomials, which remember when you add, what you're doing is you're combining like terms. They have to have the same variable and exponent, and you add the coefficients. I have 4x squared plus 1x squared for a total of 5x squared. I have negative 8x and negative 5x for minus 13x. I have plus 11 and plus 2, plus 13. Over here, I have the 5x cubed, and there's no like term, so I need to bring that down. Then I have my next term, 7x squared. I have a plus 2x and a minus 1x. 2 minus 1 is 1x. And then I have this minus 8. I usually write these in descending order. Sometimes it helps you keep organized to do so, but you aren't required to do so unless you're asked. Remember, descending order goes from the highest exponent and then down in order. If you can do all of this, you need to do the odds on the worksheet for today, just the odds, and then you should be in good shape for the quiz tomorrow.